Hi there, this is Steve, Sailing Allison. It's a beautiful day. It looks just like the start of spring, although I think officially it's still the last day of winter. So today I've come down here at low tide because I want to do something which is quite worrying, which is cut a hole in my boat. Well, not really. Where the raw water comes in, what I want to do is cut the pipe down and cap it off. And ideally, of course, I would fill the hole from the outside, but that's going to have to wait until the next time I haul out. So this should allow me to put some flooring in place and to build a ladder so that I can easily get in and out of the boat. Let's see how it goes. So this is the raw water input. As you can see, at some point this valve has failed open, and a previous owner has just put another valve on top of it. And then this is the water strainer. So what I need to do is cut it down here and then just cap it off, and then I can put some flooring over the top. There we go. So I've cut it off. Luckily the blanking plug that I've bought does fit. So I just need to clean off all the old paint. Then I can put the blanking plug on with a bit of plumber's mate, and all should be good, and hopefully she won't sink. There we go. It's nice and neatly capped off now. I've got plumber's mate all around on the inside of the joint, so just need to kind of check it when the tide comes back in, but I'm sure that'll be fine. Morning. It's another gorgeous weekend day, first day of spring here in Scarborough. So after yesterday's success capping off the old raw water intake, today what I'm going to do is put a piece of plywood down where the engine used to be and measure up, because I'm going to make a temporary set of steps so that we can finally get down into the cabin via steps rather than having to do a climbing move. The other thing I'm going to look at is whether I can get the first of the fuel tanks out, because I managed to empty that out yesterday. So here's the new flooring. I think I seem to have made quite a decent job of it. It's certainly a snug fit. Unfortunately at the moment, because I've got the bilge pipe in the way, I can't quite get it pushed back, but it does fit pretty well. So yeah, pleased with that. This is where the starboard fuel tank used to be. You can see that's the port one there. So not too difficult to get out today. Morning, this is Steve, Sailing Allison. So just an update on where we are. I have removed the 2 fuel tanks now. So what I'm going to try and get done today is the last bit of clearing out that area under the engine where the new battery and the new electronics and the motor's going to go. So I've got a couple of the primary fuel filters to remove. I've got the cables, the throttle cable and the forward reverse cable to remove. And I've got the bits of wood that were used to hold the fuel tanks in place. So that's my tasks for today. This is the space now with all of the tanks out. So quite a big space here. What my plan is, I'm going to put plywood based on these struts here, so hopefully that's flat, and then try and box it in, make it waterproof as possible, and that will be where, so I've got all the electronics and all the batteries will go. The things I've got to get out are, I've got the throttle cable here, I've got the forward reverse cable. They run out through there, just see that, and then I've got one fuel filter there and another fuel filter there, and that should do us. So there we are. I've removed all of the primary fuel filters. You can see they're the old bowl style filters. I'm not sure whether these were actually needed, because it did have a proper filter that I think I've shown on a previous video, and I think the stuff that I've read is that you're supposed to remove these the old filters. You're not supposed to have two primaries in the fuel lines, but it never seemed to cause any problem. So I've removed all of the nuts and bolts around there, so that's all nice and clean. The next thing to do is pull these throttle cables out. I've managed to get the first cable out. As you can see, I had to get a whole load of stuff out the locker to do it. There's the second cable. It runs through the bottom of this locker and then up through there and then comes out here. That's the end of it, so I just have to pull it right through. Pretty good day that. I got the floorboard cut and put in place. I got the first fuel tank out. I got those two of the primary fuel filters out as well without spilling too much diesel. I got the two control cables out as well for the old engine. So yeah, all in all, not a bad day.